Hello there, this is Luke52 and I'm here with another Race 07 mod review. Today we will be reviewing the ADAC Cruze-Cup mod. It's basically one of the World Touring Car 2010 expansion or STCC2 expansion cruisers with a less powerful engine, a different handling setup and one skin. It's only got one skin because it's still in development, or at least it was last time I looked. It's version 0.9 at the moment. As you can see, it's quite a lot slower than the regular car because it's only got 141 horsepower, not the 300 of the Super 2000. The model itself is pretty much identical to that of a regular Super 2000, and as you can see, we're at the Hockenheim ring short circuit, and I really don't know the track, which is why I'm completely all over the road. So, for an experienced driver, this car is probably not worth getting, simply because it's so slow, and I personally would much rather drive quicker cars like the Super 2000 cars. However, it is a very good car for less experienced drivers because of the lack of power, and because it's the same size as the standard Race 07 cars, which means it's a bit less of a transition than it would be, say, with the Mini, which is a usual base model car. It's got 5 speeds from a 1.8 litre engine, but the mod maker hasn't yet changed the way the car revs. So whereas a real car would probably reach about 7,000, possibly 7,500 RPM, this car's still got the 8,500 RPM rev limit of the Super 2000 car, so maybe that'll be something they change. You can see the ADAC Cruze banner on the top as we brake for this corner. Now, am I going to get it right this time? No, not this time. It's quite an easy car to drive, but it is quite reactive, so you will see later it is perfectly plausible that you will get the car a bit sideways, as you'd expect for a default model. The wipers work, as you saw there, the lights work, and soon we'll be switching cameras to show you some of the other views, more to show the skin of the model as I approach the penultimate corner. Just about get the line right, and then come into the final corner and go onto the back straight. You do really notice the lack of power in this car, and that's the rear view. You can see the livery is basically white with plenty of sponsors and a checkered roof, the ADAC Club Sport banner on the back and the number 27. There is a default STCC2 livery also included with this, but there are 8 drivers listed and there are only 2 liveries. That's one of the things that the mod maker knows about. That's from quarter panel view. Doing about 75 there. We've gone through the cockpit to the nose, and now we're going to the front of the car. Various cameras being shown. I'll continue to cycle through them. A very interesting braking line there from me. You might be able to tell I'm recording this voiceover afterwards, but shouldn't be too much of a problem. That's the way I usually make it. Cinematic camera completely throws me out and I end up driving all over the place. I don't know why I changed the cinematic camera there and not the straight, but you can see the car quite clearly and various bits of the delivery. So what's my overall verdict on this car then? Well, it's not finished yet. As I've commented, there's only the 2 liveries, one of which is basically default livery anyway. The gear ring is about right. The power, and the fact it's a road-based car. The car feels about right, but the rev range is definitely about 1,000 RPM out. That should be fixed, I hope. But it's not a good car, particularly for experienced drivers. But if you are learning to play Race 07, or if you just want to take life into the slow lane a little bit, it might be a good car for you. So, this is Luke52. If you enjoyed this mod review, like, comments, and if you haven't already, subscribed. Feel free to comment on my terrible driving. I know I'm not great, but at least I can drive to some degree. Luke out.